The spaceport on Nerith Prime smelled like cold metal and old rain. Ships from 100 systems rested in stacked rings above the city, their engines ticking as they cooled. I kept my head down and my courier badge visible, doing my best to look small. Humans were rare here, and rare things drew attention. I was late. Again. My delivery chip was burning warm in my pocket, synced to a timer I did not fully understand. The client had paid extra for speed and silence. No questions. That alone should have warned me. I turned a corner too fast. My shoulder hit something solid. My hand followed, trying to steady myself, and landed somewhere it should not have. The world stopped. A low hiss filled the air, sharp and controlled. I froze before I even understood why. The crowd around us pulled back, like water from a sudden heat source. I looked up. She was tall, taller than any human I had seen. Her skin was pale with a faint violet tone, smooth like stone polished by centuries. Black armor wrapped her frame, shaped and alive, etched with symbols that seemed to shift when I tried to focus. Her eyes were red, not glowing, just deep and ancient, like embers buried under ash. Fangs slid into view as her lips parted. Did you just touch me, human? Every story I had heard about the Varelian vampire queens rushed into my head at once. Immortals, blood rulers, psychic hunters. One glare from them could crack a mind. One command could end a life. I'm sorry, I said, fast and honest. It was an accident. I tripped. Her gaze dropped to my badge, then back to my face. The spaceport guards were already watching, hands near their weapons, but none of them moved. Nobody interrupted a Varelian queen. She stepped closer. I could feel the cold rolling off her armor. You smell like fear, she said. And ozone. What are you carrying? Medical data, I lied. It was the first thing that came to mind. She smiled. It was worse than the fangs. Liar. Her hand lifted, fingers long and precise. Pain bloomed behind my eyes, not sharp, but deep, like a memory being pulled apart. I staggered. Then she stopped. Her expression changed, just a fraction. Surprise, maybe curiosity. Interesting, she said. You are shielded. I don't know what that means, I said, but I really am sorry. She studied me for a long moment. The crowd stayed silent. Ships hummed overhead. You will walk with me, she said at last. If you run, you die. I nodded. She turned, and the guards parted without a word. I followed, legs weak, heart trying to escape my chest. Her name was Queen Saren Valkaroth. I learned that from the whispers that followed us through the corridors of the upper city. Ruler of the night courts. Conqueror of the red moons. A being older than human civilization. She led me into a private lift. The doors closed. Silence pressed in. Speak, she said. Why does a human courier carry tech that hums like a caged star? I swallowed. Lying again felt pointless. It's a prototype, I said. A translator and resonance key. It's meant to open sealed archives. Ancient ones. Her eyes narrowed. Varelian archives? I didn't know where it would be used, I said. I just moved things. The lift stopped. The doors opened into a chamber carved from black crystal. Symbols glowed faintly along the walls. This was not a palace. It was a sanctum. She turned to face me. My people lost our history during the blood silence, she said. Our own records were sealed against us. Only a mind like yours could carry such a key unnoticed. Mine, I asked. You are unremarkable, she said bluntly. That is why. Your thoughts are loud but simple. No hunger for power. No ambition to rule. You slipped past words that would shred a stronger ego. I did not know how to respond to that. She reached out, slower this time, and took the chip from my pocket. When her fingers brushed my hand, I felt it again. Not fear. Something else. A pull, like standing near a deep well. She placed the chip into a pedestal. Light flared. The room vibrated. Images filled the air. Varelian cities under twin moons. Councils of queens and kings. A civil war drenched in blood and fire. Then darkness. Records locking themselves away to prevent misuse. Queen Saren watched without blinking. "This is what was taken from us," she said quietly. "And you brought it back by accident." The images faded. The room went still. She turned to me. "You should be dead," she said, "for touching me, for seeing this." I nodded. "I know." She studied my face, searching for something. Then she laughed, once soft and sharp. "The universe has a strange sense of humor," she said. "Tell me, human, what would you do if you lived forever?" "I get bored," I said. "Probably mess things up." She smiled again, but this time there was no threat in it. "Honest," she said. "I like that." Days passed. I was not imprisoned, but I was not free. I stayed in the night court, answering questions, helping stabilize the archive interface. My shielded mind let me touch systems no Varelian could without triggering failsafes. I learned their history, their regrets, their fear of becoming monsters in their own legends. Queen Saren watched me work. Sometimes she asked about Earth. Sometimes she said nothing at all. On the fourth night, alarms screamed through the court. Elite soldiers breached the outer ring. Not Varelian. Human black ops, wrapped in stealth fields and false flags. "They came for you," Saren said, calm as ever. "Your kind is not like losing toys." I felt sick. I didn't know. "I believe you," she said. "That is why you will leave." She led me to a private hangar. A small ship waited, engines warm. "They will burn this place to reclaim the tech," she said. "I will stop them, but you cannot stay." I hesitated. "They'll never stop hunting it. They will not find it," she said. She pressed her hand to my chest. Pain flashed, then faded, replaced by a strange clarity. "I have changed you," she said. "Not enough to be noticed. Enough to be free." Explosions shook the hangar. Distant screams echoed through the stone. I looked at her, the queen of vampires, the being I had offended with a single careless step. "Thank you," I said. She inclined her head. "Go, human, and watch where you walk." I boarded the ship. The doors sealed. As I lifted off, I saw her standing alone in the firelight, unafraid. The stars swallowed me. Weeks later, I delivered my last package. Then another. Then none at all. The hunters never found me. Sometimes, when I close my eyes, I feel the cold of black crystal and hear a calm voice asking a dangerous question. And I remember that one mistake can change everything if it does not kill you first.